Hi everyone, it's Amanda back with Amanda Rose Tarot, and we're here to do a reading for you today. So this is going to be a pick a card reading, and this reading is going to go for about 5 to 6 months. So you know, it may be a little bit longer before you start to see things changing. We're going through a retrograde right now, so Pluto goes retrograde on April 24th, and Saturn goes retrograde on April 30th. So with the planets in retrograde, you're going to see transformations, you're going to see karma coming in, there's going to be conversations, there's going to be negotiations, there's going to be things revealed. So this reading is just going to be to do with the Pluto and Saturn retrograde. So like I said, this is going to go for a longer period of time, around 6 months or so. So that's what I'm doing today. The decks that I was drawn towards using were just the Rider-Waite deck and the Goddess Guidance cards. So a total of 5 cards from 2 different decks, one being an oracle and one being the traditional tarot. So I'm just going to let you focus on these. I'm using the sea glass for number 1. So if you're drawn towards that, the second one is the crystal ball. If you're drawn towards that. And the third is the Moldavite. So if you're drawn towards that stone, and I'll just give you a minute. Okay, so we're going to start over here with the sea glass, if you pick that one. I'm not sure what kind of glass this is. It says 4/5 on it. That's all I'm getting. And it looks like a Q. So that may have some significance to you. 4, 5. So April 5th. Okay. So let's look at your cards. I'm going to look at all of them. Okay. So in the Rider-Waite, you've got the 4 of Swords. You've got the 4 of Wands. And you've got the Ace of Cups. You've got Nematona. And she is the goddess of sacred space. And you've got Aphrodite. And she is the goddess of inner goddess. Okay. So you've got 2 4s here, and on your sea glass, I noticed that there was a 4 here. So 4s are really important to you in the next 6 months. 4s are about hard work, being dependable, having safety, having security, you know, a solid foundation to build on, and being practical about things. So I do feel that with your cards, and I do think that's significant in your reading. Let's first I want to go over my favorite card here, which is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is about, you know, loving hard. The love cup is overflowing, pouring out of feelings, creative beginnings, new relationships, joyfulness, having peace and harmony, happiness. So I feel like there is going to be something new coming in for you that brings you a lot of joy and harmony. And, you know, this could be new relationships, you know, love relationships, or this could be building new relationships with other people in general. But I feel like definitely a lot of emotions, but these are positive emotions. These are good emotions. that, you know, are plentiful. And then you have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about resting, retreating, going into yourself and finding that peace, organizing your ideas and your thoughts. This night, he's laid down in his tomb. He's in this church and he's laid down. He's been through a battle. There's been a lot of chaos. There's been a lot of anger. There's been a lot of pain. And he still could be tender. His wounds are healing, I feel, with this. So it's just a time of going within, resting, praying, becoming enlightened, and getting ready to go back out there and fight again, after a period of, you know, just resting, taking care of yourself, and healing anything that needs to be healed. And then the Four of Wands. So after that period of resting, retreating, I feel like there's going to be celebration. There's going to be joyful outcomes. There's going to be beauty. There's going to be harmony. I really feel like there's going to be love that's coming in. You know, something that you can celebrate. Maybe going on vacation or holiday. But definitely a lot of peace and feeling fulfilled I get from this. Joy, fulfillment. You know, with the Ace of Cups, it could be something new that really fulfills you. You know, we've got a lot of fours here. So something that you can depend on, something that's solid, something you've worked hard for. And, you know, maybe you do have to take a time because you have worked so hard for this. You need to take the time. You need to rest. You need to gather your strength. So that you can go back out there and, you know, you can fight more for whatever it is that you're fighting for. It could be love. It could be harmony. Something that brings you joy, lots of joy, overflowing joy. And then you've got Aphrodite. So Aphrodite, it says, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So with Aphrodite, I feel like there's a lot of male energy going on right now, and it really needs to be balanced with female energy. So this card is about enjoying your femininity, whether you're a man or a woman. You know, we all have those different sides to us. We have a male energy and a female energy. So maybe it's bringing out that feminine side in you, in relationships, being softer, being more gentle. With the Ace of Cups here, I feel like it's being more feminine, being more receptive, being more comforting. Those female energies need to be brought in, I feel like. Allowing your inner feminine wisdom to rise. Experiencing more passion because you're able to balance both your female and your male energy. So when you're able to balance the two, you know, it really helps you to soften yourself. So maybe it's time for you to concentrate on yourself, your self-care. Also, not being afraid to dance more and to, you know, dress more femininely. Not the men out there, but the women enjoy being feminine and maybe dress more feminine. Don't try to hide your femininity. It's something to celebrate. And I feel like it's going to start rising within you. Your feminine wisdom is going to start coming out, and you're going to celebrate it. You're going to celebrate being yourself. You're going to be more receptive. You're going to be softer. You're going to be tender. And you're going to balance both energies, male and female, and not getting too caught up in ego, you know, being really soft and in your conversations, that will make you more receptive to, this love that I feel like is coming in. And it's going to be definitely joyful celebrations, outcomes. It's going to, bring harmony and beauty and, whatever it is, this beginning, it's going to be a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, because, that's what I'm feeling here. And you got the sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So really, if you pick number 1, there's a lot about, praying, getting enlightened, because you got the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is about praying, going within, becoming enlightened, taking some time out, retreating. And this card can speak about the same thing. It's saying that, you have this ancient wisdom of the old ways. You're tapping into it now. Your sacred space is really, it's also within you. So know that you're uniting with the divine right now, however you do that. If you need to, you can also create an altar in your home to clear out this bad energy. You can use sage, you can use candles, you can pray, or, just invoke Archangel Michael into your sacred space. And, he's also going to help you to connect with the divine. So however you do that, maybe it's taking a trip to a spiritual place or just a quiet place for yourself where you can go. Just know that that's what's going to be happening to you in the next 5 or 6 months. You're really going to be really in touch with your spiritual self, and you're going to feel more receptive to it. You're really going to connect with it. And it may mean going out in nature, connecting with nature, which also, there's a lot of sacred spaces that you can go to, spiritual places that are also connected with nature. And that can also help you to open up, your ancient wisdom of, uniting with the divine and enlightening yourself and really being happy and creating this happiness for yourself. So in the next 6 months, definitely, I see that you're going to be becoming more spiritual. You're going to have victory in love, and emotions are going to be pouring out. You're going to be balancing your female and male energy. You're going to be taking care of yourself, appreciating yourself, and I feel like you're going to be coming together with someone else in love. Definitely. After a period of just reevaluating everything, contemplating everything, I think, that's why it may take 5 or 6 months to get to that spot. But I feel like in the meanwhile, you're gonna become enlightened. So that's what I get if you pick number 1, the sea glass. Okay, going on to number 2, if you pick the crystal ball, I'm gonna look at all the cards like I did last time. Okay, so you got white Terra, and the keyword is sensitivity. You got Isolt, and it says undying love. You got the Emperor, and this could be Aries. You got the Tower, which is also fire energy. And you got the Death card, which is Scorpio. Okay. So first, let's go over the death card. So death, you know, it's not necessarily, you know, something to be afraid of. This can actually be seen as a positive card. It talks about transformation. Maybe there has been a loss, an ending, or some depression, or maybe you've been going through bereavement and you're recovering. This is a card of recovery. It's saying that regeneration is really required. You could feel like, you know, you can't move right now, or you're not sure. It's definitely a card of changes, endings and beginnings, birth and rebirth. There are some figures here in the background here behind the angel of death here. There's some people, and I feel like they're begging for mercy, is what they're doing. But we all know that, you know, death doesn't spare anyone. So this is definitely a time where you're clearing away the old. You're opening up to more satisfying things, more positive things. So whatever didn't serve you, wasn't helping you on your journey, now it's time for that to fall away. So, you know, it's the closing of doors, but there's other doors that are going to open for you. So this is definitely a change coming in, and it could be a sudden change, one that you really weren't expecting. But it isn't a bad card. It's definitely about, you know, transformation. One door closes, but another opens up, clearing away what, you know, was dragging you down, and being open to better things that, you know, are meant for you. Next card that we'll go over is the Tower card. So obviously, you know, it's some sort of disruption. You know, there's some kind of divine wrath that comes in, and there's losses. There's plans that were ruined, things just starting over again. Some kind of energy from the universe that comes down and, you know, changes everything. It you know, crashes down that foundation that you thought you had. But actually that foundation was really shaky. And, you know, there was a reason why the divine came in and intervened. So it's really for your awakening. It's you know, it's for the better. The universe is flowing down into, this represents the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is, you know, the forehead. It's really about sacred wisdom. It's about higher states of consciousness. So the universe is, you know, shaking things up because that's what is needed. There's a need for a redo, a start over, and it's like hitting the reset button. You know, the divine comes in, the divine, you know, the energy comes in that can really change your state of consciousness, that can enlighten you. Because with the death card, these cards, you know, they go together kind of in a weird way. It's whatever's not serving you is cleared away. You know, just like the death card here, you're going to be open up to better things. So where the foundation was weak, you can rebuild. You can make something stronger, something that is really better for you. So there could be a time, you know, where you need to recover, because it's hard, you know, when you have to change everything that you're used to, everything that you've built, you know, changes. Your plans that you had thought were, you know, the right situations for you, turns out they're not. You know, the divines come in and they're like, no, that's not what's going to happen. That's not what was, you know, we wanted for you, and we're going to change it. We're going to throw a wrench into that because that's what will help you, is what I feel from those two cards together. And then you've got the Emperor card. So like I said, this could be Aries, but this is a real authoritative person, a lot of male energy, someone who shows leadership. They're very logical. They can be wealthy. They're very stable. They have a lot of power. They can be very fatherly, and they can help you with new ideas. They can help you with any home issues. So, you know, if you're having any home issues, this person can really help you. They're a good person to go to for advice. They can use their mental abilities before they take action. So they don't do things without thinking. They've always thought everything out before, you know, they've gone ahead. They're very wise, and they're also gentle. They're a gentle counselor to you. They can help you have realizations about things. They can help you to resolve any issues. So whatever it is that you're having for problems, you know, if there's no stability in a situation that you're in, then, you know, this person can help you to bring back stability, and, you know, to give you advice, to show you the truth, and to lead you in the right direction. So it's a gentle, wise person that, you know, really wants to help you like a father would. Very fatherly energy, a leader type person that, you know, you can really count on to help you. And the next card that you have is the Undying Love card. It says, the love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So, you know, it could be talking about a person. If you've picked, you know, a particular person for your reading, then it could be, you know, a particular person that you had love for. It's just saying that it's eternal. Love never dies, no matter how it seems. So this could be, you know, a breakup. There could have been something that happened, or, you know, something that hurt you, some sort of loss. It's something that's happened. Maybe you've been feeling pain or grief or loneliness. It could have been maybe a deceased loved one, or, you know, something that hurts you. But know that love is eternal. Love doesn't die. So, you know, if you're thinking of a loved one and, you know, you're missing them, you're feeling a lot of loss, then, you know, just know that love is eternal. And, you know, this card is a sign that they're sending their love to you. Also, nature is a great healer. If you're feeling pain, then spend some time out among the trees, the forests, the plants, the animals. It's really going to help you to revive your sense of spirit and make you, you know, be able to go back to the land of the living again. So there's help here, and you're actually helping yourself from within. When you have the self-love for yourself, and you spread love out, you know, around you, then you're healing yourself and you're healing others. This could also be a sign that your purpose here in the world, part of your purpose is to send out love to others. So that's a really strong message for some people out there too. But, you know, if you are going through something where you need healing, just know that, you know, your deceased loved ones are around you. They're sending you love. They're sending you healing. Get out in nature. Nature is a great healer. And you can really revive your spirit if you do that. And White Tara, and she is the goddess of sensitivity. It says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So White Tara, she wants to tell you that you're on the path of ascension. You're gaining a higher awareness. So on this path, you need to steer clear of any situations that could be negative for your ascension. So avoid loud noises or crowds or watching any violent media. You know, honor your sensitivity and protect yourself from any impurities, any harsh situations. So in the next 6 months here, I think you're really, your psychic and your spiritual awareness is going to increase. You're going to be ascending. You're going to be entering a higher awareness. And, you know, any protective layers that you've had around you, these defenses that were unnecessary, those are gonna crumble, and your psychic and spiritual awareness is really gonna increase. You know, with the Tower, I feel like, you know, your crown chakra is going to get a surge of energy from the universe, and you're gonna find that you're in a higher state of consciousness, and you're gonna be getting this sacred wisdom from the divine. So very powerful in the next 6 months. And there could be a person coming in that really wants, that they're wise and they really want to help you. They want to counsel you and help you realize issues that you might have and help you to resolve them. So that is also a beautiful reading if you pick number 2. And let's move on to number 3 if you pick the Moldavite. Let's look at all of your cards. Okay, so you got Vesta. She is the goddess of the home. You got Sig, who is the goddess of quiet time. You got the Seven of Cups. You got the Lovers, could be Gemini. And you got the Magician, which could be any sign really. It doesn't have to be, but it could be an air sign. We've got Gemini also, and then Cups is water. So those are the signs that I see. First, let's start off with the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups, it's courage to move into real experiences, taking off the rose-colored glasses. If there's been, you know, things that you were confused about, it's using your mental control over a situation. It could be options or choices that you have, or it could be some kind of distorted picture or distorted reflections. Things aren't as they appear. So with mental control, you'll be able to figure out, you know, you're going to have to go within to get guidance, I feel like, with this. There will be resolutions, and you will have the courage to move into real experiences, but there could be a lot of options or choices or just confusion as to what to do. But you know, these cups all hold different things, and normally one of these cups has a rainbow in it, which, you know, is reminiscent of the Ten of Cups. So, you know, one of those options is love, and I feel like, you know, there might be a little bit of confusion right now with all the choices and options, but I feel like with mental control over the situation, you will gain victory in love with the Seven of Cups. The next card that goes along with that is the Lover's card. So the Lover's card is about a connection in a magical way, one that has a lot of chemistry. It's being in harmony and having faith, making decisions now that are going to bring you, you know, what you want. It's a card of choices, attraction, honesty, higher mind. This card, this man and this woman, they're supposed to represent Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and the temptations that are around. So the lovers, you know, they have to be aware of temptations that are around, but with faith, I feel like this connection is really going to be able to flourish. You know, there's a lot of chemistry here, but with the Seven of Cups, there could be some confusion. There's choices, and you know, it's going to take courage to figure out, you know, what's real and what's not real, because I feel like with the Seven of Cups, there could be illusions, and it's really, it's not knowing, but you're going to have to go in to get the guidance that you really need to figure things out, and not follow those temptations that may, you know, there's a snake here. There's temptations that you're going to have to overcome to really get that place of harmony and have that connection that these people, I think, you know, they really desire. Their hands are outstretched for each other. They're so close, but I think there's still some confusion there. And then you've got the Magician. So the Magician is, some of the key words are new beginnings, understanding, meditation, mental growth. It's really awareness, coming into your awareness. It's also silent, but it's action at the same time. It's talents, having all the tools at your disposal and being able to manifest these new experiences. It's having a divine connection. And this is supposed to represent a phallic symbol, and having the wisdom to overcome, you know, the physical sense and passing more into your divine connection. It's, you know, mental growth and, you know, being able to manifest what you want and meditating on what you want to gain an understanding of what to do. So with the Seven of Cups, you know, meditating to figure out what to do will really help you. And you know, your spirit guides are also going to be there to help you. But I feel like there's divine connections, and it's going to help to, you know, mend a bridge. You know, if there's a bridge that needs to be mended here, I feel like this person's going to be able to do it for sure. Okay, and let's go over the Vesta card. So she is the goddess of the home. This is telling you that, well, it's asking you, is your home warm? If it's not, then there's easy remedies for that. It's important to keep that warmth in your home, either with a fireplace or candles or just pillows and blankets. It's going to increase your inner fire and your energy level. So even, you know, fresh flowers, we're getting into that time of year where you'll have flowers. It's really going to help to increase the energy level. These simple little steps can really recharge your internal flame, and they can help to clear out negativity from your home. This could also mean that you're moving homes or you've just moved homes. This reading goes within the next 6 months. So it could be that you're moving homes. There's going to be some kind of occupancy change, either people moving in or people moving out. But it's going to be better situation. There's going to be more harmony in the living situation. There could even be romance coming in to the living situation. It could be remodeling your home, and it wants you to also know that your home is safe and protected. So don't worry about that. The negativity is going to be cleared out of your home, and Vesta is actually going to help that happen. So you're going to find more harmony in the home. Your living situation is going to improve, and your internal flame is going to increase. Your energy level is going to increase because of these changes that are coming in. The next card that you have is Sig. And Sig wants you to quiet your mind. She's saying, shh, let go of words, let go of worry, let go of plans. You know, go within that quiet space deep within you. Maybe meditate. Go within you where you can find that peace. You know, deep within you, there is that space where you can relax and you don't have to worry about things. It's really recentering yourself and not worrying about the future and just focusing on being at peace, allowing your mind to rest. If you have an overactive mind, then, you know, you can ask the angels to please release that, surrender that mind chatter, and just, you know, be quiet, get that rest that you need. It could be going on a retreat, something that helps you to relax, something quiet. Know that you're sensitive to noise right now, and it's very important that you reconnect with your silence. So don't be around loud places, crowds. Just try to allow your mind to rest. Before, you're not going to be able to take action right now because, you know, you've been overworking your mind trying to make decisions, and it's time just to rest and don't worry about it. If you're one of those people like me that talks a lot, it's saying listen more and talk less. I'm sure a lot of people would like to tell me that, but I already know that I need to listen more and talk less. So you might be like me, and that's something that you need to work on. And Sig is going to help you with that. She's going to help you to quiet your mind. Because maybe, you know, your mind is always racing. That's why you're always chattering. But this card is telling you, reconnect with your silence. Go within, and don't worry about the words, you know, the plans, whatever it is. Just go within and recenter yourself is what this is saying. So I really like that message. I think, you know, within the next 6 months, things are going to turn around for you, and you're going to be able to manifest what it is that you want. So great reading if you pick number 3. So let me know down in the comments if that resonates. Like I said, this reading goes all of during the retrograde period. So it may not resonate right now. It may resonate later on down the road. So whenever you're watching this, don't be afraid to shoot me a comment and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of my up-and-coming readings. If you would like, you can also email me about a personal reading. My email is down below, and also at the end of this video, there's a little, end screen that has my email. So thank you for coming, and I hope you all have a wonderful retrograde period, and that all your situations improve and you get what you want. So thank you guys. Bye-bye.